The Edge at 11 starts now.
Tonight on The Edge, driving around here can be pretty tough with all the construction and excessive speeders.
Now, why don't we add in a couple of guys trying to share a cocktail in the middle of the highway and throw them in the mix? Fox 2's Jessica Dupnack says you have to see it to believe it.
These Detroit highways, they see some things, but what we're about to show you sure is something. Caught on camera by, of all people, a driving instructor.
Only in Detroit. Only in Detroit. You can't make this stuff up.
When I seen him pull a bottle out, I'm like, this cannot be real. I can't believe that they doing this.
Run it back. Yes, you're looking at a passenger in the vehicle on the left trying to pour liquor into another driver's cup in the middle of I-94 on the east side of Detroit.
Now that's taking drinking and driving to a whole new level. Ain't never seen that before, man.
I've been a driving training instructor since 2019.
Corey Beatty, a driver's ed instructor, was the one who got it all on camera.
I could easily been looking on the cell phone and looked up and hit them.
Relax, he wasn't using his phone to record.
I just say, hey, Meta, record.
And this is what he sees with his Meta Ray-Ban glasses. And he sees a lot, putting 1,000 miles plus on the road per week.
Keep straight. But this is that's turning straight.
With students' permission, Corey creates social media content flavored with humor.
Turn it off. What was that for?
I really try to take my time with them, show some grace, but I'm also very stern, right? Because this isn't, we're not playing GTA. This is real life. Having
a little fun and hopefully sharing some driving wisdom, something these guys are in desperate need of.
I can't believe it.
What I'd like to tell them is that it only takes one moment like that that could change your life forever.
Corey speculates that maybe these guys were trying to make some content of their own with this stunt. Regardless, dangerous top to bottom. Reporting on Detroit's east side, Jessica Dupnack on The Edge.
Male individuals spit at one of the female. One of the other females in the group pulled out a pocket knife and stabbed him in the stomach.
Now that teenage girl from Roseville is facing a felony charge. The victim, a 15-year-old boy, is recovering in the hospital. Police say it happened during an argument at Campus Martius on Saturday. The 16-year-old girl is being charged as a juvenile with felonious assault.
Well, keeping tabs on teens in cyberspace in hopes of preventing violence. That's
the aim of a new job opening in Wayne County. Fox 2's Dave Spencer has a closer look.
The idea of government meeting young people on their turf, social media, was planted years ago in Wayne County, trying to get a handle on youth violence.
Now what do we do about these young people that unfortunately are continuing to either become victims of gun violence or they're resorting to gun violence and resulting in them losing their freedom?
A part of that plan is to find trouble before it starts.
I can't tell you how many times we've seen that there was a trail on social media that led to what we'll call beef.
Enter the youth intelligence specialist.
This is an original idea that we have here. I can't tell you if it's ever been launched somewhere else in the country, but we certainly never heard of it.
A position being offered by the county, looking for someone with a college degree to monitor posts on social media from young people who are already caught up in the justice system.
Make sure that we're monitoring open-facing social media. These are not law enforcement officers. Okay, they do not have the ability to utilize the tools that the law enforcement community would have.
What these specialists can do is offer alternatives, pairing this with the county's Moving Forward program, which offers positive role models, adults who have been through the system as kids and now want to give back.
Who better to go to these young people and talk to them about making better choices? And we have the data, we have the ability to sort of connect them. We're very excited about that, and that's exactly what this program is about.
And if these youth intel specialists do come across something that needs police intervention,
these folks would have the ability that if there's a public safety risk to refer it to a law enforcement component, and then they would handle it from there.
Ultimately, though, the goal is simple.
This team is designed to prevent and to deter young people from making poor choices.
According to county officials, there were a lot of qualified applicants who applied for the job. It pays between $65,000 and $92,000 for its annual salary. They're starting out with 2 positions, and they're going to see where it goes from there. In Wayne County, Dave Spencer on The Edge.
Well, we hope they never happen, but unfortunately, school shootings are a devastating reality.
It's something our state knows firsthand, of course, with the deadly attacks at MSU and also Oxford. Today, students from Detroit Renaissance and Lincoln High Schools took part in a mock school shooting drill at DMC Sinai Grace to help staff practice its action plan and make sure it's ready should a tragedy ever happen again.
Never know when something like this could happen. Ideally, we get a couple minutes notice and we get time to prepare, but that's the whole purpose of these drills.
The fact that they have to do it is very unpleasant. I don't like that, but I am happy that there are precautions and situations taken to make sure that they're prepared.
Remember, if you or your kids have concerns about potential violence at school, you can report them 24/7 through the state's OK to Say tip line at 855 OK to Say.
Can't say for sure if it's unrelated to the religion, hate crime against religion.
A disturbing act in Taylor as a vandal strikes an Albanian monastery. On Sunday afternoon, somebody smashed the stained glass windows of a building housing the monastery's main praying room. It's located on North Line near Heritage Park. Security video shows the suspect shortly before the alleged act. If you recognize this person, Taylor police are asking you to give them a call.
All right, 65 degrees at 11 o'clock at night.
Wow.
Not bad at all. A beautiful day, but rain on the way overnight.
That's right. Weather Authority Rich Luderman tells us when it arrives and what's in store for tomorrow. Hey, Rich.
We're going to see some showers and for tonight and for tomorrow, Amy and Rupe. You can see why. Low pressure is spinning just off to our south. We had a beautiful afternoon today with thickening high clouds, but we topped out near 80 degrees. But as this low lifts up into southern Michigan, we're going to see a bit more unsettled weather over the next couple of days. Right now, some light showers through Lenawee and Monroe counties. More showers down by Cleveland, Sandusky, and Cedar Point, and they're all lifting off to the north and northwest. So we will likely get some wet weather overnight. How about some beautiful live pictures from LAX? This is Los Angeles, California, the airport there. Beautiful evening setting up at 61 degrees. Closer to home, we do have these light showers around Adrian, the Irish Hills, also around Luna Pier and Monroe. Nothing yet around Pontiac and Mount Clemens, Port Huron Drive for the time being. Look at these daytime highs today. 81 for us, 83 in Traverse City, 86 Muskegon. It was very nice out there. The numbers at the airport, 81 and 44. Here are your records, 90 and 32. Right now, a lot of us are in the mid-range at the 60s. These numbers will fall just a bit as we go through the overnight, but there's that breeze from the south and east, and that's going to keep us relatively mild, really, for the next 3 or 4 days. 63 in Marquette, 64 in Fort Wayne. Few showers around Pittsburgh and 64. So watch what happens with our low pressure. Kind of hangs around the lower Great Lakes for the next few days. So as a result, from time to time, tomorrow and Wednesday, even into Thursday, we'll see occasional showers. That's our forecast, with the best chance for wet weather well after midnight, down to 60. Tomorrow, not as warm, with spotty showers, 74, and then more of the same in the forecast for Wednesday, Thursday. Friday could bring a chance for some stronger storms, and then it does cool off a bit for the weekend. Rupe and Amy, another check at 4 a.m.
Thank you so much. The Dundy High School wrestling team now on pause after allegations of hazing.
And community members say it's only the latest in several bullying incidents at the school. Here's Fox 2's Dave Kinchin.
I don't know what the hell's the matter with you people.
Dundy High School parents fighting mad over a rash of bullying incidents between students in recent months, topped off with the district now suspending the school's wrestling squad over allegations of videotaped hazing.
You are the problem with this school. You are the problem!
It comes as parents and students complain of bullying so severe it prompted Bella, a 9th grader, to tragically take her life.
Tell me, how many of you see your daughter hanging from a tree on a daily basis because you can't wipe it out of your vision? How many of you are beating yourself up, wondering where things went wrong?
Deborah Kriege is Bella's mother.
They brush everything under the rug. That's what gets me. They don't mention anything, and you got all these parents speaking up, and nothing's being done.
In the weeks following Bella's death, parents have pressured Dundy High School administrators to make changes. The latest action came in the form of suspending the 7-time state champion wrestling team. After the district learned of the alleged hazing, there's now a Title IX investigation underway by an outside law firm, along with an internal probe. What's happening here at this school?
The safety of our students is first and foremost, and it's our top priority.
We spoke with Dundee Superintendent Scott Leach, who sent a letter out this past Friday confirming the investigation, saying players, coaches, and parents were interviewed only to learn of video showing additional hazing, fights, and wrestlers allegedly physically assaulting other members of the team. These parents, they've been frustrated for some time. Should there be a replacement in the school administration?
No.
There's no word on how long it may take until that investigation into the alleged hazing is done. That wrestling team is in the offseason right now. It's possible that investigation could be done before their season starts up. We'll keep you updated. In Dundee, Dave Kinchin on The Edge.
An Oakland County judge has been removed from hearing criminal cases. Troy District Court Judge Kristen Nielsen Hartig will still handle civil and small claims. The judge has an alleged history of misconduct. A 2022 lawsuit had accused Hartig of mistreating court staff and the public. It was later settled out of court. Criminal cases in the 52-4 District Court will now be handled by Judge Maureen McGinnis.
A local senior is scammed out of thousands, and this man ends up behind bars. 49-year-old Mohammed Ghazi of Warren, accused of defrauding a Waterford woman out of more than $40,000. Ghazi was allegedly posing as an employee with the McAfee Computer Company. Investigators say the woman was told to withdraw the money and turn it over to him 3 different times. After a 4th call, she called police, and Ghazi was arrested. If convicted, he faces up to 15 years behind bars.
Felt like a sucker punch in a way. You know it's coming. You wish you would have seen him more. You wish you would have called. You wish you would have talked to him more. All those things just come rushing through.
Yeah, that's singer Jill Jack remembering her friend and well-known musician Stewart Francke. He died Friday at the age of 66 following complications from a stroke he had in 2019. Francke was popular in Detroit in the music scene with 12 albums, countless performances, and multiple Detroit Music Awards. He was also a leukemia survivor who inspired so many others in their fights. So far, funeral arrangements have not been announced.